Hello everyone! In this video I'm going to show you how to connect or integrate TestUp to inner use software. We had many customer requests for this feature and now it's done. I will create a small application using C# programming language and WPF UI framework. So let's start. Our first step is to create a new project in Visual Studio 2019 or later versions. So here we need to select C# programming language and here we select a WPF project. After it is created, you need to add some external files which can be sent to you by our support or marketing team. Let's connect them and I will describe their functionality. So now we need to add three pre-created C# class files, and after that we need to add DLL file with all the options for working with our interface and the controller. It is called new VSP server DLL. So after we've added the files, I'll describe their functionality. The first file is called ClientPipe. This is the class for the named pipe which will give us an ability to communicate between our TestUp and custom application. Let's briefly go through the file. The connection between our app and TestUp is made using the named pipe. And in this file we have all functions for connecting with the TestUp, checking the connection, receiving and sending the data, and sending the commands to TestUp. The second file is called TestingStructures. This file has an enumeration with all available pipe commands, like starting and stopping the test, getting the test status, opening the test file, and getting responses from the TestUp. After that, you can see that we have a class called headPOC. It is used as a base serializable class for the communication requests. Also, we have a special class which is derived from the headPOC and used for opening the test request and response, and for the responses we have an enumeration with success and errors. The final structure is used for getting the system status during the test run. The last file helps us to make easy realization of communication between our app and the TestUp. So, after we have added all the files, let's create a simple UI for our app. We will create a user control group for opening the test. It will have a text box for the name, file selection button, and a button for confirming the selected file. Also, we will have a button group for starting and stopping the test. After that, we add a text label for showing our test status. I will speed up the creation process, but you can always stop the video and see the code. After we have created the UI, we need to add code for all the action handlers. We have action for start and stop buttons, file selection, applying the test file and closing our application. Now we need to switch from our XAML file to CS file. Here we need to initialize our RemoteControlClass object and the dispatcher timer. Using dispatcher timer, we will perform the read action for our test status every second. Let's create a function for creating our timer. Here we will need a callback for the timer and we will call it automatically. And also, finally in this function, we start our timer. After that, let's add a function for stopping the timer. In this callback function, we will perform a status read function from our pipe and after that show a message in the UI. After all these steps, let's write code for our UI element events. On window closing, we will stop the running timer. On stop button click, we will send the corresponding command to TestUp pipe. On the start button click, we will send the start command through the pipe and start our timer. After that, we will add a file selection window for the corresponding button. Selected file name will be shown in the text box. By clicking on the Open Test button, we will try to open the test in TestUp or handle the errors if something is wrong with the test file. So now our app is done. Let's build it. After the build, I will start TestUp and then run our custom app. Let's open regular random test. So you see, it is now opened. Now let's run the test. Here in the screen we see that it is running now, and we can see the test progress in TestUp window. After some time, let's stop the test. So, in this way you can perform simple actions with your vibration testing equipment for your custom software. If you have any questions, write us an email and we will answer it as soon as possible. I hope you learned something new from this video. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to our channel and press the like button. It will help us to make more videos for the channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.